Stampers and Crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And I'm so glad to be here with you on a Thursday for Throw the Dice Thursday. I don't know if I got these right. I guessed I tipped them all over, and from what I was doing, this is kind of what I came up with as far as what we were going to do today. But before I talk a little bit more about this, I wanted to let you know that everything we are doing today is from the paper pumpkin. And these are kits that Stampin' Up provides. And because this is a fun fold, Stampin' Up came up with a great fun fold. Now with this, everything you need is right here in the directions. So these are the 3 different cards. As you open it up, it will tell you what you're supposed to ink, how you're supposed to fold the card, where you're supposed to put your tear and tape, and then where also to put some of the glue dots, because everything you need comes in this kit. All right, and then this is the end result. Down here, exactly the same, and it kind of gives you just a little bit of an overall idea. What do you need to create this card? And again, here are the other 2 cards. And then as we turn this over, you can see exactly what do you get and some different alternatives to these cards. Now, there usually is a piece of tissue paper, and I have already folded it up and put away. And you get an exclusive stamp set, all the adhesive that you need, and I'm going to be using a little bit of this today. Your glue dots, envelopes, your Stampin' Spot, and I'm going to use the big classic stamp set today, and then everything you need to create this card, and all your die cuts. This chair I used on another project that I did. I also am going to leave you with a template of how do you make this die cut. All right, so that's everything that you need. You can see we're going to send an ocean of love. All right, that will be one, but everything I need will be in my kit today. All right, so this is everything I have. Now, the card is going to look like this. And then when it sits up, it'll pull away, and you can see that the boat is kind of in the way of the moon sunset. You have your palm trees, and again, then you have sending an ocean of love. So that's what ours is going to look like today. We also have adhesives that we will add to this. So without further ado, let's get going. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to take one of our die cuts. And I thought it was 2. And we are going to take our ink, and all we're going to do is ink up the words. Excuse my arms. And then we are done with our stamping. So that's what we're going to do on the front. So we're done there. So we'll just put all this away. And now comes the die cuts that go inside the cards. So all we're going to do is kind of just take them out nice and easy. This is going to go in the middle, and it also lines up pretty nicely with the card itself. And then this is the back. So this is the sunset. Aren't those colors beautiful together? Love them. So now we have our card. And let me bring this other card out so you can see. We'll have everything that we will need to put on. All we're going to do is add a little bit of a shell, and then we will add these beautiful little gel. I think they're kind of a gel rhinestone spot. Okay, but this is our card. And the card, you're just going to follow along, and where there is a crease, you're just going to fold it. Okay, so that will help you out with just exactly where do you need to have your folds. Now this ends up being just a little, excuse me, uneven. So as I bring in my bone folder, I'm also going to give it a good crease and make sure that it's right in the middle. And all I'm doing is creasing this down. So again, we have something nice to take a look at. So our first thing, excuse me, we are going to do, and let me get out my instructions so you can follow along with me, is that we stamped on our little banner. Okay, and the banner's up high. Then we folded this, and as you can see, it is a nice little WM. This one you want to be careful, this side you want to be careful on. Over here, all you want to do is make sure that, again, your first fold goes down, and that's a valley fold, and then up, then down, and then up. So that's exactly what I did. Down, up, down, up. So we have everything that we need. So the next little thing it says is that we need to straighten this out, and we need to put 2 pieces of tear and tape up against the back. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And this tear and tape is absolutely fabulous. I want to make sure that I am doing it on the right one. So the ship. Okay. So we're just going to take it across and give it a nice little tear. And again, the exact same thing here. Okay. So this is where we are. A little bit up closer, and this is going to fit here. And we're going to line this up so everything is in a pretty straight line. Okay, so from here, we are going to take off the tear and tape. And again, sometimes it's better to start in the middle, and I just have to give it a nice little, add some pressure so then it comes off nice and easy. And again, it's best to start in the middle and then come out. Now with this, I like to fold it a little bit more, bring it up towards my body, lay it down a little unconventional, and make sure that I get this on some type of a straight line, and then give it a little bit of pressure. All right, so there we are. When it's closed, it looks like it's lined up. When it's opened, it looks like you have something that you can take a look at. Distant view, especially if you're taking a view from the front. So from this, we are now going to just add some tape at the bottom here. Give it a little bit of pressure. Take your pick. And again, we want to line this one up with where this little wave is. And the first one went up against the back. The next one's just going to go right up against this valley fold. And again, all I want to do is give it a little look and make sure that the lines are going straight. I'm just going to leave it like it is. So this looks like you have the sunshine or the sunset going in from the sailing. It's so beautiful. All right, so here we are. Love this. Then we are going to take, oh, I guess I forgot. We are going to grab our little star fish, and then I have to go back in here and take this out. And this then, you're just going to tape it on the bottom, on the back and on the bottom. And then it's going to go towards the side. And yeah, you're going to let it be a little bit flappy here. I want to make sure that I take out all the die cut insides. There you go. I am going to just take my starfish, add a little bit of tape on the back of that. And that's my own. I prefer just to have it being taped. Then I'm going to take my tear and tape, put it right on the middle of the back of my wording. And then, first thing we're going to put on are the coconut trees. This one I really enjoyed, or I just felt that it was better if I put it down, and you will line it up with the bottom. There we go. The tree is on both sides. So you have that. Then we are going to take our sentiment and put that down at the bottom. Take our little starfish, put that back into the side. Yes, isn't this awesome? And I'm sorry, I do not know what the name of the fold is. If you would like to, you can also stick these little dots mean this ends up being a glue dot. So we'll just go ahead and see if I can grab the glue dot before here's the glue dot on this. I'm just going to take it, put it to the back of this, and I would do this while I'm laying down. I, again, have not done a very good job of showing you how to do it correctly. And just press it to the side. So now we have, this ends up being floating with one of the leaves down. Isn't that great? I love this. And then last but not least, we have 3 of these little, I don't know what they're called. And they tell you exactly where you can put those. And then the last one is just right up here. And there we go. That is our card. And I love the card. I love that Stampin' Up! Has a fun fold, and that there are 2 other fun folds, that the directions are right here. That you have alternatives that you can make. You can add from other parts of the kit, or you can go ahead and take all the coordinating colors and give them a different base, which I will show you in just a few minutes. So that's what we have. Isn't that just so cute? All right, so that is how you create this fun fold. Now I did one, I did it really fast, really rushed, but this is mine. Has the boots, has the water, has this garden. This was the chair from the other, from the back that you could use. And then on the back, this is what it looks like. You can write everything you need right in there. Okay, and I just took the coordinating colors from the Meandering Meadows and put it all together. And this is called the Garden something, and I'm sorry, I've had it and then I've lost it. You can tell I'm getting old. Now, what else I have on my website is that these are the dimensions of how do you make this card. And so everything you need is right here. When I did my fold, I followed this to the T to make sure you guys could put this together. If you have any questions, please make sure that you ask me, and I will let you know right away exactly what do you need to do a little bit different. Again, this is on my blog, so you can go to ktstamps.com. So that's where everything is. That's where this is. All right? So that's our first card. Now our second card is going to go really, really fast. And what I did, and I also wanted to, I have to backtrack just a little bit. This is called Fun in the Sun, and it is July of 2023. So they have the months and the year on it, and Stampin' Up! Started giving them a nice little catch name. So this is All the Best. Love this. I loved it so much I had to get a refill kit. That's how much I loved it. And this is of December of 2023. And again, everything you need is on the inside. This stamp set is the Pebbled Path, but I decided that I really wanted to use Balmy Blue. So I changed that up. These are what the cards look like. So you could create cards that look like this with the envelopes that match. Now it also comes with an acetate container that you can create, stick all the cards in, and now you have a beautiful gift to give someone. But boy, I tell you, I love this. Look at all these. 1,000 good luck wishes. All the best. These are beautiful just in itself, being able to punch out these die cuts in beautiful daffodil, and I think, I don't want to say the incorrect, daffodil, and it's just a lighter or a stamped off old olive. Again, everything that you get is in here. A little bit of alternatives that you can use. In here, I also took apart one of the envelopes. I don't know where it is, because you can use, oh, it's not in this one. I'm so sorry. But envelopes are very good. They come in lots of different colors. Let me see if I can find an envelope from the last one. Look at this. They come in waves of blue, so you can take this apart, or you can do the front, and then you can add the envelopes to the cards, and you can then get a, you know, a regular A2 envelope, and there you have everything you need. So that is what we are doing. These have lots and lots, and especially if you just want to take time and search the web, oh my God, there's some beautiful, beautiful things out there that people are doing with their kits. So we're going to start off with our paper trimmer. We're going to, let me show you the card. My bad. This is the card. So it comes like this, and I made a fancy fold. So all I did is stuck these two sides together after I cut them, stamped in the middle, put a die cut flower in it, and there you got it. Beautiful. Added these beautiful little, these I think are dots, sparkle dots. Okay, and there's our fancy fold for today. So that's what we're going to make. So the first thing that we have to do is that we are going to take, oh, what did I do here? We are going to take our first, and you can see that Stampin' Up! Has done a great job. Over here in the corner, you can see that this is 1 inch. This is 1 1/4 right here. And I'd probably say this is close to 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches. On the inside is exactly the same thing. You have your 1, 1 1/4, 1.5. So our first cut that we will make, we're going to use the outside one. We are going to start from the bottom and go right up to the score line. And we're going to just go 1 inch. And again, hold on just a minute, my cutter came out. And we are going to go right up to the side, and this is the side, and it's going to be 4 1/4. So that's what we're going to cut to. And you have this little line on the outside that will let you know when you have hit the 1 inch. So then we're going to go now over to the other side and do the exact same thing. Go from the 1 inch all the way up to the 1 1/4 and then back down. So we already have our fancy fold. Okay, looks like it's crazy with all the flaps all over the place. So the first thing we're going to do is that I'm just going to take my liquid glue, and I am just going to put a little bit of liquid glue on each side. And again, it's okay if it looks like it's going to dry just a little bit, because that's exactly what you want. So now we are just going to take this flap and bring it down and move it so it ends up lining up against the side and lining up against the bottom. So we're going to do the same on the other side. And the glue gives it just a little bit of time to wiggle if you need to wiggle. Okay. So there we go. The first part of our fancy fold or fun fold is down. Then we're going to take this little label and stick it in the middle. And I am just going to use tear and tape on it. And it's beautiful with this white that just is so bright and vibrant, and the gold on the side. We want to try to get this right in the middle and try to make it even on both sides. Then we are taking our die cut flower, and I just am using the ends of all my glue dots to put all this together. And I just went about 2 and then I cut. So I went 1, 2 and cut. I made some that are smaller, like this one is just a really small one, so if you want to hook it on one of the leaves you can. So all I'm going to do with this is turn it over, and for me, I need my tweezers. And I'm just putting it on the top and then putting some, I think I'm going to want to cut this. Right down the leaves. And then I have a little piece that's coming over to the side and another piece that's just going to fit right here. And I like to turn it over to make sure that nothing is showing. And then I need a last little one coming down the side here. And with this, I am just going to take my scissors and cut. Throw that piece away. And then let this piece run down the side. There you go. And now what we're going to do is just take off the backs. If some of them get stuck, then just push your tweezers or your take-a-pick tool right in the center, and that will help you take off your dimensionals. Unless your nails get stuck to it. And this, I am just putting a little bit on the side, but I'm going to try to get it as even as I can on the card. So it's even on both sides. So when you look, you see everything that you need. So here would be the dimensionals. They usually come in their own little packet. So we have the dimensionals. We have a few little glue, our little, what do you call it, our glue dots. And Now I've lost my take your pick tool. Okay, too much going on. So we are going to take our larger blue and we're going to stick that one right in the middle. And see, these come in two different sizes. You have your larger and then you have your smaller. Let's see if I can get that. All right, so you can see. So the larger are up above, the smaller are down below. And now I'm going to take a small and I'm just going to put this on these. I'm just putting it so it ends up being in a nice little triangle. All right, and then for me, I just put everything back in the case where it came from, so I always know where it is. And I've lost my little, here's my little glue dots. Okay, and then on the inside, we are going to stamp wishing you all the best. And it's going to be a straight down and a straight up. Yeah, wouldn't you know? All right, on this, I'm going to try to line it up. I'm sorry, you're going to have my head in here. The other thing that I will do is that I will take a tag, if it looks like it's really blurry, and then I'll put it in. Not that bad. I would add a tag now because there's a lot of little blur stuff to it. And again, some people like to keep it this way so you know that it is a handcrafted card. Does not look that bad, but I would change it. And then you put your flower right here. And then you have all the best. Now, some people have asked about what do I have down here. This is my glass mat. And Stampin' Up! Is offering you the opportunity to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator during the celebration. And remember, the celebration is ordering $50 before tax, before shipping, and you will get a free stamp. And today they just added more. So there's more stuff out there that you can get. So it is worth checking out the websites. All right, I think I'll just go ahead. I'm just going to put this down, you guys. Just took a time and went, I don't know if I will cut another one, because my friends know that when I send them cards that they are all about a nice little card that I made, that I handcrafted, and they will not be upset about that. They'll be just pleased that they got a card from me. Yay! So anyway, I'm going to shift this one off and pretend like I did a great job on that. So this is our card that we did today. This is the card we did. And here's the card I created. So these are our cards. And I am so excited about coming back with you again in 2 weeks and seeing what we have for our next cards. So you see, I didn't use the congratulations. Sometimes you don't have to. If you take a look at these dice and you see 1, 2, 3 things, go ahead and just put it together. All right, so we have monochromatic, paper piercing, friendship, and embellish. So that's what we have for next time. I am not going to worry about the colors that we have. You can use any color you would like. But again, my name is Kevon. You can find me at ktstamps.com, and I love creating cards for you. So thank you for spending this Thursday afternoon with me. And I hope that you have a great weekend, that you do whatever you need to do to be with your family and friends and people that you care about. Do something different, do something fun, and post your cards. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye bye.